Hello everyone, welcome to Educare 247. This is the 12th lecture of Economy and Finance MCQs. This series is very much useful for upcoming RBI Grade B and SEBI Grade A examination 2020. For this series, we are collecting the news from Business Standard, Business Line, Economic Times and LiveMint. On our website educare247.com, on daily basis, we are updating the current affairs related to economy, finance, social issues, government schemes, important days. You can visit our website and read the current affairs on daily basis. This is very important for your upcoming examination. The first question is, which of the following ministry has launched Chunauti initiative? The answer is Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. So IT Ministry has launched the project Chunauti, which means challenge. Basically, it is the next generation startup challenge focused on tier 2 city in India. So aim of this project is to develop the entrepreneurs in tier 2 city. For that, government has allocated the budget of 95 crore and it will come within the period of 3 years. 300 startups based at tier 2 city will be identified and they will be funded. Initial funding will be around 25 lakh rupees. So this is very important. The focused area for the startup will be edtech, agri-tech, financial tech, supply chain, logistic, transportation management, medical healthcare system, infrastructure and remote monitoring, job and skilling, linguistic tools and technology. So basically, what are the need of our is that will be our focused area. Like education is need of our, finance is our need, medical healthcare is our need, job and skilling is our need. So these are the focus area for Chunauti initiative. If you are preparing for exam like SEBI grade A, RBI grade B, NABARD grade A, we have the courses. You can visit our website and check these courses. Like we have the courses for SEBI grade A. In this crash course, we are covering all the topics related to paper 2 and the current affairs and static GK related to paper 1. You can see that we are covering all the topics in the detail. We are also providing topic wise MCQ in this course. Like accounting standards, you can see that topic wise MCQs are mentioned just after the lesson. So you can read the course and then you can attempt the question to validate your concept. So this course has been very structurally designed to help the students. Similarly, we have courses for RBI and NABARD. Visit our website and subscribe the courses according to your need. The next question is, under the fourth round of regional connectivity scheme, Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, how many projects have been approved? The answer is 78. So in fourth round of regional connectivity scheme, Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik, 78 new routes have been identified and it has been approved by Ministry of Civil Aviation. This was launched in December 29, basically the fourth round, and the special focus in this round is on northeastern region, hilly states and Iceland. Airports that have already developed by Airport Authority of India will given the high priority for viability gap funding. So this is also very important point. This scheme Udan was launched in 2016 by Ministry of Civil Aviation. So that is also very important point. The aim of this mission is to develop the regional aviation market and the objective is to create affordable yet economically viable and profitable flight on regional routes. Basically, these areas are less connected to the main areas. These are hinterlands. So now with the help of flights, these areas will be connected, especially northeastern region and hilly areas. The next question is, which of the following is not an example of sin goods? The answer is salt. Recently, Finance Ministry has said that two-wheelers are neither a luxury nor a sin goods. So basically, GST rate can be revised on the same. Currently, on two-wheelers, 28% GST has been imposed. So basically, it can be changed because two-wheeler is not a sin good nor a luxury good. And what is sin good? Basically, the goods which are considered harmful to the society is sin good, like alcohol, tobacco, drugs, soft drinks, coffee, sugar, gambling, pornography. And on these goods, if the taxes are imposed, that will be called sin tax. And there are three arguments for this kind of taxes. The first is it can reduce the consumption. and these kind of goods increase the healthcare cost and also healthcare resources on overall sector. That's why tax must be imposed on sin goods. So these are the rationale behind sin tax. The next question is, which of the following state has topped the ranking of Export Preparedness Index 2020 published by Niti Aayog? The answer is Gujarat. Recently, Niti Aayog in partnership with Institute of Competitiveness has released Export Preparedness Index 2020 and Gujarat has topped this index, and this is the first export preparedness index. The aim of this index is to identify challenges and opportunities in export sector, enhance the effectiveness of government policy, and encourage a facilitative regulatory framework. This index is based on four pillars: policy, business ecosystem, export performance, and 11 sub pillars have been included in this index, like export promotion policy, institutional framework, infrastructure, transport connectivity, access to finance, trade support, R&D infrastructure, export diversification, and growth orientation. So basically, all the things related to exports and that ecosystem have been included in this index. This will definitely help to improve the overall export sector. The next question is, which of the following is correct about Atal Innovation Mission? The first statement is, AIM is the Government of India's flagship initiative set up by Department of Economic Affairs. The second statement is, it was launched on February 24th, 2016. The answer is 2 only, 1 is wrong because it is set up by Niti Aayog, not Department of Economic Affairs. Basically, Niti Aayog, Atal Innovation Mission and Business Sweden has done a collaboration on the behalf of India-Sweden Healthcare Innovation System, and basically this collaboration will promote the Indian entrepreneurship potential. India-Sweden Healthcare Innovation Center is a collaboration between AIIMS Delhi, AIIMS Jodhpur and Business Sweden. AIM is the Government of India's flagship initiative set up by Niti Aayog to promote the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship in country, and it was launched in February 24th, 2016. So aim of Atal Innovation Mission is to improve the overall innovation mindset and entrepreneurship in India. The objective of this mission is to develop new programs and policies for fostering innovation in different sectors. It is not based on one system or one sector. It will include all the system of economy and all the sector of economy, and it will also develop a platform and collaborative opportunities in different stakeholders. It will also create awareness among the people so that innovation can be fostered. So this is the overall aim for this Atal Innovation Mission. Hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, like, share and comment and subscribe to Educare 247. Thank you and happy learning.